Hey, what's up? I'm Catharius. Today I want to talk about how to play Minecraft Java online with your friends. First, what ways exist to play online, how local servers are created in general, how different cores are launched, and how access for friends is set up. And we'll start with the simplest thing, mods for co-op play. This method creates a proxy server where players connect not directly to you but through a dedicated proxy server. I'm sure 100% of you heard about the Essentials mod, but personally I don't like it because it has too many features and requires mandatory installation for all players. It also has issues with ping, crashes and connection failures. However, you can use alternative mods. If you don't want the extra hassle, remember this: E4MC, Essentials mod, World Host and many similar mods. They might work perfectly for those who don't want to overcomplicate things because they work through a proxy server. If you have problems with one, you can just try another. Still, let's briefly go over each mod. For example, in Essentials mod, you need to just click the invite button, set up the world, and pick friends from your list to send an invite to. Your friend simply has to accept it. In A4MC, you need just open the world to LAN, write the port, copy the IP address from the chat and share it with your friend. World Host works the same way, but here you can even host a server for players who don't have the mod. Easy! Also, it's important to note that when you create a server this way, you essentially became a modpack. Just let me explain. If you have mods installed, your friends must have the exact same mods. Alright, I've told you about mods, now it's time to talk about programs like playit.gg. It works the same way as these mods, creating a dedicated proxy server. To play, you need to go to the website and register, download and install the program. Then on the website, go to the tunnels and create a tunnel. Select TCP plus UDP in a tunnel type and click yes. Then do everything the same way. Enter the port will be opening in Minecraft in local port. And finally click add tunnel. Open your Minecraft world to LAN, enter the port, open the program and copy the address that friends can use to connect. In this method, anyone can connect to you and they don't need to download playit.gg. So if you think playit.gg is too complicated and requires too many steps, there's another similar option called Radmin VPN. This program is designed for remote computer access, but we don't need to use that feature at all. The advantage is that you don't need to register in any website, just install the program. It looks like this. Here's where your networks will be listed. Next, simply create a new network. Enter a name and a password. That's it. Now your friends just need to join this network by entering the name and the password. Oh, done! Now go into your Minecraft world, open the port, and your friend will see the world appear as a local game. In addition to everything said, I should mention there's a traditional method of port forwarding, where your friends connect using your IP and a dedicated port. But this isn't safe and not everyone can do it. You'll need to check with your ISP whether you can get a dedicated IP, figure out how to allow external connections on your router, and go through many steps. This is only necessary for dedicated servers, meant for a large number of players. If you want to set up a server for a big crowd, here's a video on that topic. For playing with friends, what I said is enough. Now let's move on to setting up a local server. You might be wondering, what even is a local server? Basically, any single player world you launch is technically a local server. It's just how the game works under the hood. To put it simply, it means running the server core locally on your computer. Examples of server cores include Vanilla, Fabric for mods, Forge for mods, Paper, Spigot, Pufferfish, Purpur, and so on. The easiest way to create a server is to use the Fork app. It will do everything for you. Click on the anvil icon, select the core, and configure the settings however you like. Click the anvil again, and you'll see the server has been created. Next, you can increase the server's RAM if needed. Then go to settings and click the server directory folder. This will open the main folder with your servers. Open the server, and you'll see the 5 files. Just start the server, wait, and stop it. Now the server has more files. Let's go over the most essential ones. Server.jar. This is the server core. You can manually replace it by downloading another one and change the name to server.jar. You'll need this if Fork doesn't have the core you want. Server.properties. You can open this with a text editor or Notepad++, but if you're using course like Paper, the settings will be in this big .yml and paper.yml files. The world folder contains your world. You can replace it with another world, but don't forget you also have the nether and the end worlds that can also replace it. There's also a plugin folder where you can add plugins downloaded from any plugin website. For example, version, which allows playing on any Minecraft version. There are many interesting plugins, I can't cover them all here. There's also Bandicoot, which allows connecting servers locally. You've probably seen servers with lobbies or mini games. This is all done using Bandicoot. I could talk endlessly about servers. It's better for you to explore this yourself. Next, I'll answer your anticipated questions. First, I use Fork for quick server setup, but you can certainly create a server manually without Fork. Just take the server core, create a bat file, and specify the path to the core in it. You can also add extra comments found on Google for advanced server configuration. Second, how to invite friends to the Deticated Local Server. It's simple. We'll use play.gg or RadminVPN. If using play.gg in server properties, set server port to the port you specified on play.gg website. If using RadminVPN, open server.properties. In server IP, enter your RadminVPN IP address. Now your friends can join your local dedicated server. But that's not all. I know not everyone has a powerful computer. For this, there's another method. One free option and one paid. It's called hosting. Yes, you can host a Minecraft server, and the server will be available anytime. For example, Minecraft Realms, the official Minecraft hosting server, will cost you $8. Wait, what? Alright, what about Bisect? $6! Alright, let's go straight to the free options. Aternos creates a Minecraft server for free. You can also choose a server core, and has the same settings as Fork. Aternos gives you 2.5 GB of RAM, enough for playing with friends, but might not be enough with playing with a lot of mods. The only downside of Aternos, there's might be lags, and it's not infinite. If there's no players on the server, it will just shut down. Alright, let's say you don't like Aternos. There's Minehat, which is functionality not different from Aternos. You can run a server for 4 hours. It has 1 GB of RAM and that's it. No, you can also install plugins and connect with 10 friends. All the features can be checked out on the website. There's another website called minekeep.net. Here you can also create a free server. You get 1 GB of RAM for free, and you can upload your own plugins, add mods whenever you want. There are also server customization options to fit your needs. The last free site I found was freemcserver.net. It also offers to create a free server with 1.5 GB of RAM, with the possibility of expanding up to 4 GB. Oh, by the way, don't forget to disable adblock and brace yourself for tons of bans. They have a reward system and so on to increase the RAM. That functionality is the same as all the similar websites. The only thing is that the site told me I'm not from the right country. Nice. That's all for now. I hope the video was helpful for you. Write your issues in the comments and we'll solve them together. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to make the red button subscribe and great. Thank you.